Welcome to the Miniatures Paintbrush and welcome to another episode of Painting Tutorials. The Beastmen. I've been collecting Warhammer for over 10 years now, and even prior to that, when I first started the hobby. And I have to tell you, out of the different factions, Beastmen usually held no appeal for me. But in painting these guys, really getting into the nooks and crannies, I sort of get it. Like, I understand why that bull centaur kind of thing vibe, really does apply. It is definitely a pit monster. It is definitely something I could see used in D&D. And painting these guys, I wanted to do something completely different. And their muscles are so bulbous. Bulbous, I like that. That it was kind of easy to get little muscle islands. It was very hard not to have muscle islands. Like, it was very, very difficult. And that's something that I worked on with this. They're fine. They're fine. I never thought I would enjoy actually painting up little Beastmen booty cheeks. Booty cheeks. I think when it comes to the Beastmen, they are portrayed like real animalistic, don't want to mess with in a dark alley kind of thing. Why people actually have stories about not going into the forest, right? They really, the wild things, they're where the wild things are, right? And that's definitely something that it really appealed the aesthetic for. Now, I never did enjoy Beastmen. All throughout the past, I avoided it like the plague. But finally, got an opportunity, and I'll tell you, I'm kind of like digging it. All right, let's go down to Tabletown. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, TMP fans, we're going to have to get that primered, get some brushes, and get on with it. Time for Plague Brown, which is a brown I don't normally use as a base coat. And then I'm going to do Beastly Brown on top of that to just get some shadows and to work on the fur as well. So those are the two things that I incorporated here, as well as some white ink and some cold gray. Getting that into the bone-like structure. This way I'm not painting bone white over black. And just bringing it up there. Then time for some bone, Shanti bone, starting with that. But any bone color would work. Some more beastie brown to incorporate that onto the bases. And then working with some Mornfang brown here. Just to bring up some of that brown. There's a lot of browns that I use that, but just to bring up the brown in the trees and have it different from all the other browns. Then some cold gray for the rocks to tie it all together. Next, some leather brown that I picked up and just doing the leather bits right there. I think that the part of this was difficult for me was using all the shades of brown. Like, I'm not used to it. Splash of green for a pop color there, and the verdant growth, the undergrowth of the floor is what takes the show. And then some washes. Of course, we're going to Reikland Flesh Aid for the body, and then we're going to do some of the dark brown tone for the fur, and spreading that brown tone onto the base there also helps. And here's the problem where muscle islands become a thing, because their muscles are so bulbous, it was difficult for me not to get muscle islands through there. I actually employed some dry brushing for the fur. I wanted to do this project as quick as possible, get it on the game table, and see if I could fight Sarah. The thing about doing this style of painting is that it really does pop in contrast. So you can see the muscles there really pops. But some aluminum for the weaponry and try to do some blonde hair. You can see that that brush is kind of like split-tailed. So I'm going to have to work with that. I didn't know what else to do for the hair, but it's just like this dead head that this guy is just sloshing around. Some pale flesh. I figured pale flesh would be best for the dead thing that he's holding in his hand, because he's pale, and then wash it up with some Reikland Flesh Aid so it looks like a dirty brown, or at least dirty in its sense. I wanted to get nice and dirty, and I paid some fusion orange in there just to differentiate the color a little bit. I mean, it's been dragged to the ground and stuff like that, so I wanted to do that as well. All right, some cotton candy pink for the tongue, which I am going to put a wash on. So bringing it up to 11 and taking it down to a 10. All right, and for the base, this is just about done. Quick little speed paint for me. Don't forget to incorporate the green pop color into the miniature itself. And that's pretty much it. And now time for the grand reveal. There you have it all painted up for the gaming table. So Sarah and I recently played, and I played this faction here, and she played Thorns of the Briar Queen in Warhammer Underworlds. And well, what do you think about them?
They were not one of the more difficult factions to defeat. I felt like the Thorns of the Briar Queen were able to take out your spellcaster.
That guy right there.
Yeah, and your big baddie, I was able to take out before he was able to do a lot of damage to me. Now, some of that is luck.
I didn't even do damage with this guy. She just made these two the top priority, essentially taking out my magic and taking out my heavy hitter. Right. Yeah. So what was left? The little guys, the chaff units that I didn't have a chance to really use. So she did a really good job at targeting those two. So that's how they played for me. I'm going to have to play a couple of more games, possibly get in a rhythm how to use these guys. And I think they're going to end up in one of my D&D campaigns. What do you think?
Oh yeah, they would definitely make an interesting set of little side quest monsters to defeat. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I learned a lot painting a faction that's not my favorite faction. So I challenge you. Paint every miniature to increase at least one skill.
And may your backlog get ever smaller.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.